Hey everyone, it's Jeff with PicknProsper. Thanks for joining me today. For my story, I'm a part-time, semi-retired everything seller, and when I say everything, I mean that I sell really anything I can find that's undervalued and try to make a profit online, and primarily on eBay is my base platform, but I do sell a little bit on Poshmark as well. I like selling everything. I like being an everything seller because I learn so much as I'm going, and it also kind of prepares me to when I show up at a garage sale or when I just drop in at a thrift store. I feel like I have the little bit more knowledge base of what to look for, what to find, and if it's something that I had previous good luck selling in the past, I can just grab it and go. And I don't have to really spend a lot of time researching on my phone or especially in front of people at a garage sale. It's not my favorite thing to do. So I like to be prepared, and that's how I do it. Is just through experience of selling and finding things and learning as I'm going. So anyway, I normally, when I do go to stores or garage sales, I normally kind of scan for hard goods first. I like to sell, I really like to sell electronics, video games, Blu-ray players, stereo, speakers, any kind of electronics, especially video game consoles and things like that. And then I kind of look at sporting goods. I really like to sell, different, depending on the season, whatever sporting good equipment I can find. And also go through the household goods just to see what I can find there too, if there's anything. I don't really like to sell breakable things, but I do look for things that I know are undervalued, and I'll try to sell them that way either way. But with that said, I did go yesterday to a Goodwill in the area, and I didn't have much luck in the hard goods. Matter of fact, I think I only found three things, but I did go through that first, and then I always go to the clothes after that because there's an abundance of clothes, and I always find clothes to sell. And that's my plan: is first look for the hard goods, electronics kinds of thing, and then go to over to the clothes. So with that, I'd like to kind of go over quickly what I did find and show you some of the things I'm looking for as I'm sifting through racks and racks and racks of clothes. And I did notice that you probably noticed too when you go to some of the thrift stores, the Goodwill especially, they have just packed full racks of clothes. They're so packed that you can barely get through and look at them, each item. And I think that's really an after effect of their pricing. But I did notice in this particular situation when I went yesterday, their pricing was much better than I had seen the last couple trips to that same store. So I'm hoping that they're kind of getting to the point where they do start bringing their prices down a little bit to move that stuff out. And a matter of fact, I've been finding they have racks where they just sell like a clearance rack, and it's like $2 per item, and they're like a special color tag. And I found at least, I think I found three items on that, but we'll go over that in the video here in a second. But they had those items were $2 a piece, so that was pretty good if you can find anything that's decent on those racks. So let's take a look at what I found, and we'll jump over there, and I'll show you exactly what I picked up. All right, so one more thing before we jump over to look at what I picked up. I did want to mention that I spent $143, which is quite a bit, for the Goodwill for me to spend in one shot. But I did pick up 26 items, so there's the receipt of what I picked up. I picked up 26 items total, and that averaged out to $5.50 for each item. So really not too bad. And I think that with that, I really believe, just looking at what I picked up, I believe I'm going to be able to average about $12. I'm just going to be kind of conservative and say $12 per item once they sell. And with that, that actually nets me over, I think I wrote it, I think that's about $312 if I sell at a $12 average. So 312 minus the 143, that gives me a pretty nice profit margin. And really for only, this time I think I was in there for 2 hours. So if I can spend 1 to 2 hours shopping and then, break it down, and average, once I sell everything, average out, over $50, maybe closer to $100 an hour, which I've been able to prove I can do, then that's pretty darn good just for a part-time job. So I know that it does have to sell, right? It takes time, but it's still, when you look at it this way, the way I look at it, and I can kind of afford to have inventory, staged and waiting, because it does take time for some of these things to sell. Especially a lot of the items I picked up yesterday were spring, summer type items because the price was just right. So I can list them now, but I'm not so sure they'll sell right away or not. But either way, if I can move those items and hit that around $12 to $15 per item average, then it's a pretty good profit margin for me. And again, only a couple hours. So anyway, let's take a look at what I did pick up on a pre-recording that I did yesterday once I got them home, and then we'll come back and close this out. All right, so first off, I did pick up just a few hard goods today. I did go through everything, didn't quite find anything that stood out to me, so I'll show you what I did get. I picked up this Sony video DVD combo remote. That was $1.99, and this color tag was 30% off as well, so that was a good deal. I think this could sell for $15 or so. I'll have to look it up, but that's should be a pretty good seller. I also picked up this plug and play Nameco plug and play game, and I've sold these before. I'll still need to test it, obviously, but I did pay what is this, $5.99 for this one. So I mean, not a huge profit, but I'm thinking around $15 to $20 for that. And then this brand new Moen, it's a suction cup, like assist for a bathtub shower kind of thing. This looked like it sold okay. It had a sell-through that was reasonable, so I went ahead and picked it up, and I think I got it for, let's see where the price is on this. There it is. It's $4.99 on that one. I think that looked like it could go for around $20, so hopefully that's the case with those. All right, and then for the clothes, did get quite a few clothes today, which is okay. That's been one of my go-tos. The thing about clothes is they're plentiful. They're everywhere you go. And so I always start with the hard goods, electronics first. And if I don't find anything, I move to the clothes, and I always seem to find stuff. So this first item was a Patagonia men's jeans, gray, pretty good size, 33, 32 on those. There's the tag on the back. And I did pay on that. I did pay $7.99 on that one. So pretty good. Probably get, I don't know, 25 or so, maybe more. Picked up some Levi's 517s. I've sold quite a few of these in the past. These are really nice condition. Overall, nice blue. And I did pay $7.99 for those. And I think those will do okay. I haven't really looked at the sell-through lately on the 517. This is probably not the best. It's not the best size either. It's a little smaller, but I think it'll do okay. Found these Fabletics women's jogger pants for $4.99. I've sold these before, and these sell pretty good, or have sold good for me in the past. So we'll see what I can get out of those. Found a starter. I believe that's Iowa State Cyclones, and this is a medium, men's medium, for $7.99. Starter, pretty cool actually. Has the zip ankle, and nothing real fancy, but the starter joggers like this, they usually always sell for me when I find them. Picked up these Nike men's, these are XXLs, heavy sweats, pocket, logo, nothing special, but pretty good. These were 30% off and $7.99. So I always sell Nike sweats all the time. Shouldn't be a problem there. picked up another Faraday shirt. If you see this brand, almost always just grab it. Don't even worry about it. I just look it over and make sure that there's no issues with it. But I picked up this one for $5.99, and that's just for me a no-brainer. I sold one just like this a few days ago for $30, and I think I actually took an offer on that. So this is a large, great brand actually. Very expensive clothesline. Next up, got this Nike Golf, and it's the Arizona State logo, if I'm not mistaken. This was also 30% off at $5.99, so 30% off that price. It's Nike with a swoosh, and I like these types of sports polos. And again, a lot of this stuff is summer, spring, summer type of stuff. So before you know it, we'll be in that season anyway. But here is an interesting Columbia, Dallas Cowboys, and large. Did pay $6.99 with 30% off. Has the embroidery, and it's the PFG model. If I flip this over, it's got the PFG on the back with the patch, so should do okay. Next, Mountain Hardware. This is a good brand. I've always sold these, had no issues selling them. There's the logo, kind of an acorn looking thing on the sleeve. Nothing fancy here. Button up, nice lightweight hiking, vented kind of shirt for summer, spring, summer. Next, Nike Dry Fit Denver Broncos, my favorite team, local team here. And this is a big size, I think it's an XXL or 3XL. Yeah, 3XL. So again, Nike, that's really the only polos I like to get when it comes to sports teams. I like to just get Nike stuff unless there's something really cool on another brand. This one was $6.99, 30% off. Next, have a Polo Ralph Lauren Golf, the Caldwell, 100% cotton, large. There's a blue pony. It's a dark, almost like gingham check kind of pattern, and it did still have the dry cleaning tag on it, which generally if they have dry cleaning tags, they took care of it. It's been my experience. And this is also on the discounted tag, and it was $4.99, so I couldn't really leave that behind. And next we have a Tommy Bahama, 100% silk. Very nice pattern on this one. I know we're out of the season, but again, spring right around the corner, and this should be no problem selling with that pattern. And I got a decent deal on it. Yeah, so $4.99, $5. You just can't pass up on a silk Tommy Bahama with a good pattern like that. Next, I got an Alaskan hard gear, large. Nothing really, special about it, but short sleeve and discounted tag for $5.99 with 30% off that. Has the pocket here, so should be pretty good on that one. Next, we have an LL Bean, large, really nice flannel pattern, long sleeve, medium weight, and this one discounted tag again, $5.99. Good deal on that. This was on the actual $2 rack, and it's a Carhartt extra large quarter zip, and there's the logo. And this one again was it was a yellow tag, so it was normally $9.99, but it was on the $2 rack, so all yellow tags were $2. So I couldn't pass that up for $2. Should be able to get, I don't know, let's just say 15 for sure. Next up, North Face. This was also on that discounted rack. This is an XL, men's XL, short sleeve light knit shirt. Normally it was on $5.99, which isn't a bad price, but half off. Well, it was $2 on the yellow tag. Can't beat that. Next, same thing on this rack was another North Face. Let's see if I can see the size here. XL, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's XL. Logo there. Kind of a cool, nice pattern, nice colorway there. And $2. Can't beat that. Next, we have a Duluth. This is a large. This is I normally wouldn't get this, but this is the polyester nylon, so that kind of performance, lightweight, long sleeve shirt. I just sold some Duluth pants and the performance kind of nylon pants. I just sold those a few days ago for like around $20, $25. I think this also will sell for in that $15 to $25 range. Next, I found a Patagonia. This is a men's medium, although it looks very small to me. It's a waffle knit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's an interesting kind of a waffle knit pattern. There's the logo. Again, looks a little small. I'll have to measure that out, but it is a men's medium. I'll have to check this one out a little closer, but should sell with that logo on it and everything. Next up, another Alaskan hard gear. This is a large, relaxed fit, kind of that performance, material again. Logo, nothing special, but I think these will do well. And actually, I thought it had, it's vented. And I thought it had a logo on the back, but maybe that was the other shirt. And then next up is another Tommy Bahama. This one is not 100% silk, but it is 51% silk and 4% linen in there as well. Really nice pattern. Really nice print there. So right around the corner, we'll be looking at that spring, summer weather, and that'll sell. And this one I did pay, I don't know if I showed you on the last one, but this one I paid $4.99, so $5. The Alaskan hard gear I paid on the discount. It was a discounted tag for $6.99 with 30% off. And then last was this Untuck It large men's, and this that chambray blue material, long sleeve. I've sold a whole bunch of these in the past, and they sell usually fast. So we'll see what I can do with this one. That was the close. That was actually everything. All right, well, thanks for sticking with me, and thanks again for supporting my channel by watching this video. I hope that it helps you when you're out and about shopping, looking for some things that maybe you can pick up and turn around and sell online for a little bit of profit as well. Especially if you're doing this, part-time, it's a great opportunity just to make a few dollars, and it's working really well for me, and I'm really happy doing what I'm doing. So thanks again for following, and I do wanted to mention one other thing is that I use, for my cross-listing program, I do use auto posture, and I highly recommend it. It's one of those things that it's so easy to use. It's so automated. It's actually an awesome program that can manage your inventory for you easily. Once you put in and list, you can easily cross list. It manages and delists your items once they sell, and I have not had a single issue with it. And so I just wanted to put it out there that if you're interested in auto posture, I do have a link in the description below. And again, do your own research, look at the programs out there, but I used Vendoo for a while, but I actually believe this is a much better program, and I think you'll find the same if you actually do the research and look at it yourself. But I do have a referral code down in the description that does help me out just a little bit. Just wanted to mention that. But if not, do your own research, and maybe you'll come to the same conclusion that I did. And I really do highly recommend using it, especially when you're doing cross-listing. So anyway, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.